Hello everyone, this is a week 22 recap. I hope you've all enjoyed the last one. Let's get straight into it, but before I do that, I'm here in a new room. I'm on vacation again, this time in La Roche-sur-Yon, which is a bit south of Nantes, and overall it's going fine. It's the second day here, and I'm enjoying myself, so that's pretty good. Let's start off with day one. Let's move back. I was still near Lyon at that time, and I woke up pretty early, then I ate breakfast, prepared my stuff, which is filling up my water bottle, putting on sunscreen and such. Then the host sister there brought me and Kevin to the Gare, or train station, and we took a train to Lyon for an hour. And our first objective was trying to get a cool skyline pic, and so we asked every receptionist in the skyscraper buildings if we could go up there, take a picture, and sadly everyone said no, but you're never gonna know unless you ask. We went to Parc des d'Or, in which there was a nice zoo. It was free of charge even, and we saw some giraffes, flamingos, zebras. It was pretty fun. Then wanted to eat something for lunch, found Eat Salad, which is just Chipotle but with salad, rice, and pasta. Pretty good, I'd say. Moved on back into the Parc des d'Or, in which we went to Ile des Souvenirs, which was an island honoring all the fallen soldiers of every war. It was pretty cool, also pretty nice view. I got to Place Jacobins and found some ice cream, got pistachio like always. Still think pistachio ice cream from Italy is better than here. Took a tram all the way to Musée des Confluences, which is where the two rivers merge, the Saône and the Rhône. And sadly it wasn't open, but there was a bike renting station right next to it. We rented two bikes, electric ones, for €8 for 24 hours. It was pretty cheap and was pretty nice just driving around. Even from the outside, the museum looked quite cool. Rode the bikes along the river up until the pool area, which there were the 4 big flagpoles. It was pretty cool with them as well, and on to just riding around until eventually deciding to turn back to the mall to get Kevin his shorts, which we couldn't get last Thursday. So we did that and then rushed to the train. Luckily got home on time, then just chilled in the pool, ate some pasta, and went to bed watching some Family Guy. Day 2, woke up quite early, since that day was going to be helping a local farmer named Pat, who also has an exchange student named Artem from the United States. And so we went over there pretty early in the morning, and he brought us to a vacation house of some rich Paris family, which we were supposed to clean the driveway, which were filled with leaves. So we did that for the entire morning. Then he brought us home for lunch, which was pasta, and had homegrown strawberries for dessert. Was very cool, also very good. Then went back there, and we somehow managed to break the hinge of the tractor and the trailer, which were carrying the leaves. And so we just did it all by hand, just carrying the leaves from the leaf piles to the trailer was not really the greatest thing. Continued on for 4 hours and finally finished. Then Pat invited us to go dry his wheat, which were then gonna be later turned into hay bales, but first we have to dry it. And so we just kind of did that for an hour until it somehow broke and we needed to return. That was pretty stupid. Came home, played some spike ball with the older host brother Axel, Artem, which is the other exchange student who lived there, and myself. Was pretty fun. Then jumped in the pool, showered, and ate some grilled veggies with some bread and cheese for dinner. Then went to bed watching YouTube. Day 3, woke up even earlier since we were helping Pat again with the tractor, or not tractor, doing some farm stuff. This time we were delivering hay bales. So we rock up to his house, me and Kevin, and 5 minutes later he comes up with a tractor and a huge trailer of hay bales, and just told us to go hop on there. And we were pretty high up at that point. It was also a pretty nice view, and also felt a little bit unsafe, almost in my head in power lines. Was pretty fun nonetheless. Finally arrived after 40-minute ride. and our goal was just to unload all the hay bales into a barn for like 2 people with donkeys, and this was just gonna be their year supply. Did that for like an hour, 2 hours, and at the end the owners rewarded us with some ice cream and some soda. Was pretty nice, and also gave each of 15 euros. Then we went home, still in the trailer. It was pretty loud, but pretty cool nonetheless. And then showered, had lunch, and to get to the our train station this time, the host mother was there to pick up Axel for his BOC, or like final exam, which was also in the one. She also took us there to the train station, in which we got a train on Saint-Étienne, which was like a pretty okay city based on mining. And so we arrived, then took a bus to the mining museum. Was pretty cool, had some pretty cool insights, and it started off as like this company who bought up like individual mine sites and then turned it like one of the biggest one in France. It's a coal mine, and it, at its peak, had 1,500 workers, but because outsourcing labor and gas and petroleum became cheaper, it eventually stopped and got discontinued and turned into a museum. Then we met up with one of the other people we met, called Lenny, who was local there in Saint-Étienne, and we just explored the city, but there was really nothing to do. Tried to go to an arcade, was closed, mall wasn't very interesting, and ended up in a cafe, ate some snack, just walked around, couldn't really find anything interesting, then and went home. Got some tabouleh for dinner, then just talked, and then recorded my weekly recap, and then played some FIFA with Samuel, which was the other older host brother there. He was sleeping. It was pretty late at night. Day 4 was just a traveling day. Woke up pretty early, cleaned up all the stuff, the bed sheets and such, put them down in the laundry machine. Then Letitia, or the host mother, took us to the train station and was pretty uneventful. Found a sandwich, found a bag of chips, then went onto the train, and we had different seats because stupid app wouldn't let us book next to each other. So that was pretty stupid, and around halfway through, Kevin told me that his seat was okay, so I went there, ate my sandwich, chips, also edited my video when I came back since those seats were occupied. Got to Nantes eventually, and took the train to Porte de Vertou, where my host mother Claire was waiting. She took me home. Then I watched some YouTube, finished editing the video. Also, when Augustin got home, played some 2K. We made some galettes for dinner, which is always great. Didn't have any of them over there in Lyon. Probably like my favorite French food now. Then watched some YouTube and went to bed. Day 5. Woke up quite late, didn't really have anything planned. Ate breakfast, which was cereal with yogurt as usual, and then moved on to watching YouTube, played some 2K, then had lunch, for which basically everyone was absent. My host parents were watching Muse at a local music festival and called Hellfest, and we still had a birthday party, and Vicar went out to see his friend. Couldn't organize anything with my friends since they were basically all studying for the BOC. Just watched some YouTube, didn't really do anything for the afternoon as well. Called my friend Jacob, made grilled cheese for lunch, and for dinner, host father prepared like some veggie with rice noodles. Was pretty fun. And then watched some more YouTube and played some 2K before going to bed. Pretty uneventful. Day 6, woke up quite late. Ate breakfast, and then immediately went on a 5-kilometer run, and since I hadn't done that for like a month, it was just painful, and that was dead by basically the fourth kilometer. I was like breathing so heavily and also needed to take a break. Finally made it home and was basically dead for the rest of the day. Had lunch with my two host brothers, which was just a leftover pasta salad. Played some 2K with Augustin, taught him some piano, and then went to Nantes to see like Fête de la Musique there. But I also oh, there wasn't really anything at 5 o'clock, so I just bought this shirt. Hope you like it. Went back to Berthoud and saw my friend Johan play, which I met at school. He played saxophone and had some pretty cool rock. But overall, the music groups were pretty cool both in Nantes and here. I then went to my house and ate pizza, which was dinner, and then went back out, saw Tom, which is a friend I met at basketball camp, and just hung out with him and his 2 friends for the following evening. First played some soccer, and then just saw some music, climbed a hill. It was pretty fun. And then at the end, he wanted to go somewhere else. I stayed with his 2 friends. And then when they wanted to go, I decided to stay and watch some more music. I also got a fried bucket, then went home and went to bed. Day 7, woke up pretty late, watched some YouTube, played some 2K with Augustin, had lunch, which was this amazing dish of Thai noodles with veggies, probably the best thing I've ever had in that sort of thing. I liked it very much. Then in the afternoon, me and Augustin played with the water sprinkler and some water guns. Was pretty fun as well. Played some FIFA, helped Augustin set up the Nintendo Switch on the TV. Then watched some YouTube and also did some of my AFS learning journey stuff, which I just put off until now, even though it gives me pretty helpful insights. Watched even more YouTube until 5 in the afternoon. Called a family, then went on a run for 5 kilometers. Went way better than the day before. This time not getting exhausted and actually feeling pretty good at the end of it. Took a shower, had dinner, which was roasted potatoes, and then finished watching The Silent Revolution, which is a film I started in German class 2 to 3 weeks ago. I would say it's still a pretty good film, would recommend watching it, even though it's in German. That's it for this week's recap. I hope you've all enjoyed. See you all next week.